Hi, would you like to know what the number one underrated visibility strategy is? It can give you credibility and leads for years to come. So stay tuned. Welcome to the Biz Success in 15. I'm Cindy J, the Visibility Whiz, and I give you tips to create outrageous confidence so you can succeed in your business, and tips about visibility and influence, because visibility plus influence equals profits. So today we're going to be speaking about the number one underrated visibility strategy. I see very few people talking about it or teaching it these days. It's a proven strategy that's worked almost since the beginning of the internet. However, it only works if you provide valuable content that's evergreen and you write for relevant sites. Any ideas for what the number one underrated strategy is? It is writing guest posts or articles. Yep. You've seen all these websites where you have as seen on. If you go to cindyjholbrook.com, you'll see my as seen on. And I have Prevention Magazine. I have eHarmony and Fox. I was on the homepage of MSN. So all of these, the ways that I got on all of these places was through guest posting. And so guest posting is a great way that it builds your credibility simply because it's like word of mouth marketing. I was on eHarmony and you're like, wow, she wrote for eHarmony. How cool is that? She wrote for Huffington Post. How cool is that? She was on Prevention. How cool is that? And so this can really build your trustworthiness and your credibility and your expertise more than you can ever imagine. When you write a guest post, that post is going to stay on the internet for as long as that website's alive. And it can give you leads for years and years and years and years to come. So you write it once and the benefits will follow for a very long time. And however, as I said earlier, you only want to write for relevant sites. And I'm going to give you my strategy for how to find these relevant sites and what to say to them and what to look for to see if they accept guest posts. First of all, I'll tell you what a lot of people do is they just go, hey, Mary, how about if I write a post on your blog and then you write a post on my blog and we'll share it? Well, that doesn't work. It might have worked years ago, but it no longer works. So the 5 benefits that you get from writing a guest post article is number 1, it boosts your SEO. And SEO is one of, to me, the biggest mistakes that people make is they spend thousands of dollars on SEO and they spend so much time trying to get number 1 on Google. But your SEO, one of the basic things for SEO is your backlinks. And so whenever you write a guest post that allows you to have your bio in there with a backlink to your website, you're getting backlinks from reputable websites. Number 2, it creates trust. Again, it's word of mouth marketing. If you see me on Prevention is vouching for me because they posted my post, right? So if you see me on one of these places, it gives me more credibility. So it creates that trust. Number 3, it attracts qualified leads. And I'm going to get into that in just a minute because you only want to write for sites that allow you to promote yourself to an extent. And this is how you're going to attract the qualified leads. Number 4, it builds your brand awareness. Number 5, it increases your expertise. Okay. So If you want to write a guest post for somebody, like I said, you have your brand. You should know your keywords. What do you want to be known for? How do you want to be found? So if let's say if you're a coach and you help people with diabetes, then you're going to Google something such as um, living with diabetes, right? And there's tons of keywords that you can search around diabetes. If you're a relationship coach, you can Google love, finding your soulmate. What is a soulmate? You can Google all kinds of things, even around the relationships, or family, love, um, making your marriage better. I don't care what your niche is. You have keywords that you can Google. If you're a business coach, you might want to do business coaching, marketing, money, make money online. Things like this is what you are going to Google. So first of all, Google your keywords that you want to be found for. Now, if you were to create an article and post it on your own website, you have a very low chance of getting in the top 10 of Google, because chances are your website isn't ranked that high to begin with. And you're competing with people who are spending tens of thousands of dollars to stay on the top of Google, or very, very reputable companies. So you Google your keyword, and then you're checking out the first 10 links, not the advertisements. Y'all know what the advertisements is. It says, ad, sponsored. Don't pay no attention to those, because they are paying for that spot. They're paying very, very good money to be there. So that's not what you want. The top 10 organic searches, they already have a high ranking with Google for the keywords that you want to be found for. So you're going to check out the first 10 links, and then you're going to check out the website. You're going to look at their menu. You're going to look at the bottom of the page. You're going to look at the contact us page. And it might say things like work for us, write for us, collaborate with us, partner with us, all kinds of different things that it says, but you're going to look for these things. You can also, let's say if you find like Forbes, for example, you could Google something, guest post by, and then Forbes.com. And that tells you if they accept guest posts. Now, just because they're accepting it does not mean that they're going to accept you. Forbes is difficult to get into naturally. But now you look and you see if they accept guest posts. If they do, most of the time, they will have guidelines written on their website. You want to follow the guidelines specifically. If they tell you, hey, send us a title, send us your idea, don't send them your entire article. Follow exactly what they want you to do. A tip here, you want to make sure that they allow you to have a bio with a link. And you can send your link back to your website or to an opt-in page to get people on your mailing list. So you will, so you can, like I would write something like, Cindy J is known as the Visibility Whiz. She guides entrepreneurs from best kept secret to in-demand and trusted experts. She drives upon her past trauma that she experienced to become a successful businesswoman. And for more information, check out 5 Secrets to Online Visibility. Visit CindyJHolbrook.com. Okay, so whenever you go to CindyJHolbrook.com, you see the click right there that you're going to click on to get 5 Secrets to Online Visibility. And you want to be sure that you do this on your guest post. Number 5, the 5th step, is if they have no guidelines, if you can't find anything at all that they accept guest posts, then you might want to send them an email and go, hey, I was just wondering if you ever accept guest posts or articles from people. I have this idea about writing 21 keys to live a happy life. Would you be interested in that? And then most of the people are going to respond to you. So you can always ask them. But again, do not send them a full-blown article unless that's what they want you to do at the beginning. Always follow their guidelines. So you can tell them what you're thinking, what your ideas are, but you want to make sure that whatever you're writing is relevant to their website. So naturally, if they already have guest posts about what you want to write about, you know that it's relevant. Like I said, keys to living with diabetes. Well, if they have other articles on their website about that, you know that yours is going to be accepted. So you have the advantage of your post possibly getting ranked in the top 10 in Google because the website's already there. Number two, most of these websites, they link the articles to other articles. So that one article that you just found in the top 10, there's a very good chance that they're going to put your link to your article on that page. And this is how you are getting leads and you're moving forward. Now, there's two different websites. Now, long time ago, like Huffington Post does not accept just straight out guest posts anymore. They used to, but not no more. And so what you would do now is a lot of websites, they look for different traffic generating websites or article generating websites to find articles they want to post on their website. This is exactly how I got on eHarmony, and it's how I got on Huffington Post the first time. Then Huffington Post allowed me to write a couple other articles for me, and they invited me to Huffington Post Lives. So there's a lot of, per se, credibility in there, but there's two ways to get to in some of these big sites. First of all, you can write for medium.com, medium.com. So you want to go there, you want to look at everything they have to say and follow their guidelines. You can post whatever blog posts or articles you're putting on your own website. You can have it automatically put on medium.com. So what happens is a lot of these bigger companies, entrepreneur.com, Forbes, Money, Inc., all these different huge sites, Prevention, I'm sure, eHarmony, they look at these websites to find articles that they feel is good enough to be put on their website. And so therefore on Medium, you can definitely be found by the bigger names. The second way is, and you don't even have to write an entire article for this, is if you are not already a part of Help a Reporter Out, you really should sign up for it. It's help, H-E-L-P, a reporter, reporter.com. So just go there and register for them. You will be getting an email or two every single day with people that are looking for different, usually they're compilations, but they're looking for different posts. So they could say, what's your number one marketing strategy? What's your number one health tip for people struggling with their gut health? What's your number one tip to find love online? What's your number one tip to find love offline, right? You're going to find all of these different types of things because in Help a Reporter Out, there's business, there's health, there's relationships, there's lifestyle. I mean, you name it, it is there. And this is a great way to be seen on some of the bigger sites because they have, they can have, sometimes they'll compile like 20 different answers. And they will add your website to the answer. So therefore, I've been on a few of them. So it says Cindy J, the Visibility Wiz, says blah, blah, blah. And then it says my website, cindyjholbrook.com. So I'm getting a backlink, but I'm also now SC on. And I do know people that have gotten on some websites such as entrepreneur.com or Forbes.com by utilizing Help a Reporter Out. So you want to keep an eye out on Help a Reporter Out, and anything that pertains to your business that you want to be found for, you want to submit something. Again, with these, whenever you have this, it's going to live there for a long time. The very first article I ever wrote was in 2008. And when I closed that particular website down in 2013, I was still getting about 100 leads a day from it. So a month, not a day. I was getting about 100 leads a month from that website. So it's very passive, and it lives forever. Now, whenever you go and you make a social media post, man, next week, chances are nobody's even going to know it or be able to find it. So whenever you have an article on a reputable site, it's going to live there for a very, very long time. Possibly not for the entire life of the website, but possibly so. And it can drive you traffic forever. And this is why I say it's the most underrated visibility strategy. Can you imagine if you just got one each month that you wrote a guest article for? Over the years, it's going to build up where you are being seen in so many different places. When people find you through another website, they automatically trust you because they're like, hey, this website wouldn't have recommended them if they didn't believe in them. And number two, it really helps you get more qualified leads, but it has to pertain to your topic. Another thing, whenever you write these articles, you can say, hey, did you see my article on such and such site? Right? So now you're promoting them as well. You're promoting yourself, you're promoting them. Some websites will allow you to put your social media links. So also it's helping you grow your social media if you have your social media link on there. So some places would say cindyjholbrook.com, plus it would have a link to my Facebook and a link to my Instagram where people can go and see me. Again, I think it's a very good strategy to build long-term success. So go out there and start finding articles that you can write. And whenever you write the articles, you cannot just reuse something you've already had. Each article needs to be unique to that site. However, it doesn't mean that you can't change it around a little bit and put it on different sites. So if you have 10 tips to live with diabetes, you could on one site you can say 3 tips, on another site you can say another 3 tips, on another site you can say another 3 tips. So you have 3 different articles on 3 different sites that lead back to your site, where throughout your site you're going to have all of the tips. So it's really, you want to make sure that it's unique and it's only for them. You're not repurposing your content. However, you can utilize things that you write in this article, different. You can quote yourself and put it on social media. You can tell people, hey, I was on such and such, check it out. Because then people are checking it out. It gives you more credibility, more trustworthiness, and it will bring you in qualified leads for years. So with that, go out there, find a place and start guest posting. And it's a slow process. It's not as fast as social media, but it's something that you do once and you reap benefits for a very long time. So I challenge you to write 1 guest post each month and start watching the benefits roll in. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and join us next week again for another Biz Success in 15. Big hugs. See you later. Bye-bye.